Hey guys, this is another commentary on Red Alert 3. This video I'm responding to all of you guys, Zeropa and Mega Watcher, Technesio, everybody who's written on my page. Please comment or please make some more commentaries. This is for you guys. I'm just making this really fast commentary. It's not a rush, it's kind of like more like a standard game. It's between allies and Russian. Here we can see it's between the two clan members of OLS, Technique on the right side, who's green, who's Russian, and Matiz on the left side, playing Random, who is blue. And we can see that his Random became allies. So he's on the left, and it should be a pretty good game. Premier matchup, Soviet versus Allied, with two really good players who we have seen before. Technique and Matiz is one of the first commentaries I did actually. So here they are again, playing against each other on a different map. So I hope it's a good game. I'm already enjoying it because I had a Red Bull to kind of wake myself up for this opportune moment. Not because I don't think the game will be dull. It's just that I want to be at my best for when I'm commentating on this. But it's like I said, it's not a wham bam thank you ma'am kind of game. It's more of a standard thing. So I hope you guys enjoy that kind of thing as well. I think it's kind of cool to spice up the matches with some different things, not just rushes. It could be nice sometimes with slightly slower games or faster games, and yeah, I like both kind of styles. So this one is definitely the more slower, standard kind of game. No like crazy quadcopter all in stuff like we saw from Maniac. Brilliant strategy as it was. So here Technique is going straight for the war factory for the Russians, which is pretty unusual. Normally, we see a lot of barracks, like spamming infantry from the Russians, conscripts stuff, but this is definitely a little change. He's made a sickle. I think he's expecting. He's built a sickle, or sorry, he's built a terror drone, I think, to counter, or rather harass the refineries, perhaps, but. As you can see, the terror drone got owned by the Vindicator, and there's actually two of them. And there's a point here I'd like to make. Here comes up a flak cannon. So, and that's my point, is that a lot of times I've seen some players where the Vindicators are just allowed to swoop around in the enemy base. They can see everything that's going on, and that's not a good idea, because that's the same as a bear being in your base and seeing everything and just scouting everything. So it's a good idea to try and counter the Vindicators, like like Technique is doing here with a flak cannon and a bullfrog. Nice counter for Vindicators, so that Matiz can't see everything that's going on, so that so that you can have the element of surprise, which is a really good idea in this game. This game is basically made so that if you have the element of surprise on your side, chances are you are going to win. So here's standard allied air build. You can see that Matiz is going for a 2 refinery and straight for the air build, whereas Matiz is going for the war factory build for the Russians, basically tanks and bullfrogs, I guess, is what he's concentrating on. He's going for a 3rd refinery, I think, here. So yeah, last time we saw Matiz and Technique. If I'm not mistaken, Matiz won with his how should we say, V4 rocket combined with his bullfrogs. He just swamped Technique's helicopters, or his choppers. Technique was playing Russian. Technique is playing Russian again now. I think it was that game. Might be mistaken, but I think it was that game. So Matiz has definitely maybe got the psychological upper hand, since he has beaten Technique before. But I don't know, and I guess these players are friends in real life, so This should be all good, all groovy. Here you can see there's an expansion. The reason that Matiz is putting it here, I think, is because I'm just going to switch to the minimap now, guys. This island is kind of special. It's this island is kind of special. Reminds me of Lost. If anyone sees Lost, this is a special island though, because it has so many avenues, so many flanks. So basically, of course, there's the sea that offers two different ways of getting to your opponent's base. But there's also, well, basically this. If you're looking from Technique's point of view, the right flank, the center flank, the center left flank, and the extreme left flank, which converge into into two kind of different paths. But if you're going to expand, you can see, okay, you're going to expand here. There's a lot of flanks. If you're going to expand here, there's a lot of flanks. So basically, what Matiz has done, and he's camping out in the middle of the map, or in the southern west of the map, with this with the MCV in the middle, power plant, and a refinery, going for a third refinery now, and possibly a fourth over here. So it's a really good idea to park your MCV here, because you can have two expansions, one refinery here, and the second one will be up there, as you can see over here. So that's a really sweet idea, and I think yeah, pretty much Technique is employing the same idea. So on this map, even though you don't want to expand that much, it is a good idea to do so. Here we see harassment with the sickle and 4 bullfrogs. So looks like Technique is going for the bullfrogs this time. I remember Matiz built like 9 bullfrogs in that match. I've posted a commentary on it. It's battle base Octopon, Matiz versus Technique in 4 parts, I think, and he built like 10 bullfrogs or something, and it looks like Technique has not forgotten that, pumping out a multi-gunner turret here for some base defense, but nicely played by Technique. He bypasses the defense, and I don't know what might harass this prospector or this one over here. So basically some early prospector harassing, just pretty standard stuff. The sickle, it's a machine gun. Oh, okay, the prospector just went out of the. I've never seen that before. The prospector just went out of the ore mine. That's never seen that before. Normally you sell a wall if there's a sickle inside, and you try and run away and get repaired or help or reinforcements. But the ore collector just went straight out of the ore mine, like it just bypassed the ore mine. Interesting. Here's the counter. Here comes the multi-gunner IFE against the sickle, and makes mincemeat of that. So we're seeing here that basically both players camping out in the middle, and Technique basically expecting an aerial assault from Matiz. But it looks like Matiz is not going air. He's basically got. I mean, yeah, yes, he is going air, but he's not going all air. He's got a armored facility, and he's pumping out some multi-gun IFEs. And I have the feeling this is not going to be a complete aerial assault, which Technique might be expecting. But it's definitely a good counter for early Vindy rush from the allies. Like, there's a strategy where you just build 2 airfields and just pump out Vindicators and just basically slaughter all units and buildings with it. Well, first you go for the money, go for the jugular, go for the ore collectors and stuff, and that's a pretty effective